Philip K. Dick is a great example of someone who is hugely
Substance
influenced.
D. Substance D. I mean, yeah, that's it. Substance D. I mean,
Oh yeah.
he was, and he would write not. I mean, there's a period of time when he actually had his wife in the house, whatever, before he got divorced. He would just write novels per week, just this insane work schedule. He just go, 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 go.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forget what the exact quote was, but he was saying that if he did enough amphetamine, he would just do a ton of amphetamine pills. I think like Benzedrine was the brand name at the time, and for a lot of his life, you could still buy Benzedrine over the counter, which is sort of like if it was possible to buy Adderall over the counter now, because the ingredients are extremely similar. And he just had. I mean, those bowls they have at Halloween that they fill with like candy? He had a bowl like that full of amphetamines, and he would just like reach into it whenever he felt like it and scoop a little handful out and pop them in. And so he could write like, dozens of pages per day and crank out tons of science. And so it's like he had a bunch of nerves and anxiety. So he drops out of college and he's like, uh-oh, now I've got to find a way to support myself. And I guess I'm going to write science fiction because I love that. But science fiction doesn't pay a lot. So in order to get any decent salary, I've got to write a lot of science fiction. And so, of course, he ends up doing a bunch of amphetamines because he finds that it enables him to write a lot. But he's already anxious and paranoid. So it just makes him more and more anxious and paranoid. And he gets more and more into it. And you look at his writing, and yeah, the Substance D, most of like most of the material, like A Scanner Darkly, is based on like just his autobiographical. They've got the whole premise of all of his like We Can Remember It For You Wholesale, or AKA Total Recall, or we've got The Android's Dream of Electric Sheep, AKA Blade Runner. So much of this, you can see the influence of amphetamine psychosis behind the basic points, as in like, what if I'm a robot, but I don't know that I'm a robot because someone's messed with my memories and someone controlled me and my memories are fake, and just that sense of like creeping, crawling dread, and the sense that something about reality is fundamentally not right. You can definitely see how that influences his writing. And so he writes a lot, and a lot of his writing is very iconic, but he also has 5 failed marriages and extreme psychological problems, and he ends up getting horrible pancreatic damage and dying prematurely because of how bad his amphetamine abuse was.